YouTube family, what is up? Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys some tips on how to talk and negotiate with sellers. So that way when you get on the phone, all right, you can stay in control of the phone call and you're able to negotiate, convince them and get them to come off on price and lock that property in the contract. And hopefully this will help you make some money. Okay, so even if something I share with you here that helps you, you like, oh, I've never heard about it. Dude, this is great information. Then boom, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the family, be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. All right. And show your boy King Kong some love. Give me a thumbs up and give this video share to whoever it is that you believe that can get some value out of it. Okay. But my goal is to show you a couple of different tips, tricks, strategies. So when you get on the phone with the seller, you know how to negotiate so you can get them to drop off on price. But I can tell you one thing that I'll be able to give you some value that you will walk away, that you can get the seller to drop $10,000 to $100,000 off their asking price just by some of the things that I share with you today. Okay, we're going to try to keep this short, sweet, and straight to the point just because I got about 30 minutes and then I got to hit the gym. But before we get into it, here's something that I've been hiding from you guys. So here's the thing. Here's something that I kept this for a long time as a secret. And I decided, you know what, this is the right time to share it with my YouTube community. Some of you might like it. Some of you might not like it. It's okay. If you like it, great. We can roll together. If you don't like it, that's fine too. All right. Just stay on YouTube. So I don't know if any one of you know about the whole Trump coin. So Trump launched his own meme coin. That's when I got into the whole meme coin world. So I am, you know, I know about crypto and invest a lot into crypto way back. Okay. Way back. But recently got into the whole meme coin and I love it. And to me, I don't have any other hobbies, right? Lon doesn't like me to gamble, but she doesn't like me to play poker. That's like, I love that. So she doesn't like that. I haven't touched a deck of cards in a long time. I don't play golf. Some of you might like to play golf as a hobby. Some of you might like to go swimming, play basketball. But for me, I like to trade meme coins. Like, I love it. Maybe it's because I'm Asian and there's like gambling blood in me. I like the adrenaline. I love the whole thing, about meme coins, and all that. So I made over $20,000 in Trump's coin. Then I lost it into Molina. Then I lost it into Zebra. I lost into so many other pump and dump meme coin. I lost over 50,000. I learned a lot of lesson. And I finally discovered a coin that I think that I truly believe and got extremely involved in it. And we took over this coin at a $20,000 market cap. And as a community, we ran it all the way to 2.3 million within a few days. And our goal is to keep running this thing up higher. And the reason I've been keeping this as a secret and I've never tell my YouTube community about it, because I'm a real estate investor. And I don't want to get you guys involved into any kind of rug and pull. I don't want to get you guys into any pump and dump and get scammed and you lose your money and I get blamed on and it ruined my reputation, because my reputation is everything to me. I have built this too long, too far to ruin it in 1 minute. But I recently discovered this meme coin I got extremely involved in that I know it's not going to be a rug pull, that I know it's not going to be a pump and dump. So for those of you who love talking about cryptos and you want to gamble with me and you love trading meme coins, here's the opportunity that I got for you. Once again, this is risk. We're gambling. But those that I told to who gambled with me when it was at $20,000 market cap, it went to $2.3 million market cap. Those people made a lot of money, even if they were to put $100 in it. Once again, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go and gamble with me, okay? I'm just telling you that this is something that I believe in, that I know that we can take this currently right now sitting at 1 million market cap, that I believe we can take it to 5 to 10 to 100 and so on. But this is a long-term game. And I'm talking to the people who was into crypto, meme coin, and all that. Or maybe you like, hey, Khang, I love the ideas. I would like it as a hobby too, right? So this is just like a hobby. It's not a business. So those who believe and took the risk when it was at 20,000 market cap, it ran to now 2.3 all-time high. They made a lot of money. But now that we have now it's very stable. We got a strong community. a strong community, supporter, believers that trust in the whole entire thing. And I believe that, you know, we'll be able to take this from 1 to 10 mil. Now, obviously, I cannot tell you guys 100% sure, but everything in my blood tells you that I'm all in. So if you believe and you want to ride this with me and you want to come in, or maybe you just want to play. You're like, hey, Khang, I got, you know, 20 bucks, 50 bucks or whatever it is. I just want to throw out this, check it out, see how it goes. If I lose, I lose. If we win, great. If that's you, I love to roll with you, right? I love to roll with you. And I love to share. I love to hang with you in this new hobby beside real estate. This is my new hobby. I'll leave the link in the description. That link will probably expire. I don't know when, but it's going to take you to my Discord where we're now at. I want to keep this community tight. Right? We will kick out everybody that does not bring the energy, the positive vibe to the community. We want people who are, you know, who takes responsibility for their own action, obviously. Who'll be like, hey, Khang, I'm not going to blame on you. I decide to take a risk. I want to go at this with you. Let's rock and roll, baby. Go to 0, no problem. It goes up. We all make money together. So from my whole attitude is we either eat together or we don't eat at all. So once again, if you want to ride with me, I'll leave the link in the descriptions. Join my Discord channel. It's completely free. There's no paid Telegram. There's no paid Discord. There's no pay for an early call out. There's nothing is being paid. Once again, this is my hobby, not my full-time business. That's not where I make my money. It's a hobby, and I love to share my hobby with you, and I love to connect with you on another level besides just real estate. Okay? Once again, the link to the Discord is in the descriptions. So let's come back and talk about real estate, okay? So I'm going to give you guys some tips now. Who here has a problem when they jump on the phone with the seller and they don't know what to say? They're like, oh, man, I don't even know what to say when I get on the phone with the seller. I don't know how to negotiate. I don't know how to get them to come off on price. I don't know how to lock the property on the contract. Okay? So comment in your questions. I'll try to answer as many of those as possible, and then hopefully I can help you out. But honestly, when on a side note really quick, I got a lot. Some of you are just like me, and I love it. You're into real estate, and you join the Discord, and you're like, Khang, dude, I didn't know you were into meme coin and crypto. I was like, hell yeah, I am. So, dude, it's so cool just to be able to connect on another level beside real estate. So, I love it, and I'm very active in there. Very, because you know, like I said, you know, I got that gambling blood in me. I'm Asian. Hi, Khang, do you think absentee owner is better than tax delinquents? No. I mean, I don't think one is better than the other, bro. To be honest with you, I think they both are a really good, solid list to hit. I think it's just that you need to be consistent and you need to know what to say when you're on the phone with the seller. So I know some of you be like, well, Khang, like when I cold call, like what do I say? Well, let me share with you my cold calling pitch and what I say when I cold call people and what I teach my VA to say when they cold call people. So I don't need to know the seller's name. I don't need to know the seller's information. I don't care if they're in pre-foreclosure. I don't care if they're in a divorce. I don't care if they're an absentee owner or a tax lien. I don't care, man. Here's what I say. I said, hey, my name is Khang. I work with a group of investors. Or you can say, hey, my name is Khang. I'm a local investor. Or my name is John. I work for this company. It doesn't matter how you want to say it. But I typically say, hey, my name is Khang. I work with a group of investors. We're looking to buy some property in the area for cash. I'm just curious if you would consider selling or receiving a free, no risk, no obligation cash offer. That's it. That is my cold call pitch. So one thing is when you cold call, you don't want anyone to feel like they're being targeted. Because some of you like to target people. You'll be like, hey, I know you're in pre-foreclosure, man, and I want to help you. Come on, man. I don't know about you, but when I pick up the phone and you tell me that you know I'm in pre-foreclosure, I'm looking at you like you're a vulture. That you're coming to take advantage of me. You're not here to help me. You're here to help yourself. So I like to make it random. And then I go in and then I build rapport and then I let them tell me what pain, what motivation that they're going through that they need to sell it at a discount. So I'll come in, I'll build rapport, right? I build rapport and then I'll ask them what's going on, you know. So instead, and the next question I ask, and some of you make a big mistake, is the next question you say is, well, what's your motivation for selling? Dude, like, you telling me to lift up my shirt and to show you my scar? You want to see my panties already, bro? You know, so nobody's going to lift up their shirt, their back, to show you their scar so you can take advantage of it. That's what I'm saying. So what I come in, and instead of saying, what's your motivation, I say, besides, so don't say, what's your motivation? Instead, say this. I say, beside getting the right price for your property, what is another reason you would consider selling? Boom. So I eliminate the whole thing where they will be like, well, I sell because of the price. Well, I already told you, beside the price, what is another reason you would consider selling? So I get rid of the whole objection. So I don't want them to say price. I want them to give me another motivation, another reason why they would. Right? Boom. If they have motivation, great. I know that this is a seller that's probably in a desperate situation that I can probably make a deal out of. But if they have no motivation beside the price, bam, I'll go in and I'll just ask them what they want for the property. I'm not going to waste time. Make sense? So some of you, what you're doing is that you're wasting too much time on the phone with non-motivated seller because you don't have to talk and you don't have to qualify them. You see, qualification is extremely important because you need to know who should I continue to talk and who should I just let go, because time is money. Because you got a lot of people to call. You can't spend an hour on one people. Dude, you only got 8 hours to hustle, right? 8 hours to hustle, 8 hours to do something else, 8 hours to sleep. So you can't spend an hour on a person where they're not motivated, which means in a day, you can only talk to 8 people. But if I know you're not motivated, dude, I'm just going to spend 3 minutes with you, maybe less. Boom, I'll move on to the next one. On to the next one. Make sense? Okay, who here has any other question? Who here has an objection? Okay, who here has an objection that they have a hard time overcoming? Like they don't know how to overcome the objection. Who here? Comment in that objection. The one biggest objection I can tell you right now is a lot of you, when you call and you talk to the seller, and let's just say that you present them an offer, right? You make an offer and they'll be like, let me think about it. So my question to you is, how do you overcome that? When they say, oh, I got to think about it, how do you overcome that? Let me share with you how I overcome it. So when they tell me I need to think about it, I quickly say, okay, John, not a problem. So don't go be like, oh, like, dude, push them away. Because it seems like they want you to back off already. So I will come in. Okay, I'll say, hey, John, I understand you got to think about it, John. Not a problem. But let me ask you this, John. But let me ask you this. What is it that you need to think about? Is it the process? Because I understand that you don't do this on a daily basis. This might be your first time selling the house, so you could be scared of the process. Is it the price that you're concerned of? Oh, no. Your second one, you should be like, is it me? Did I say something wrong or upset you? And then you come in with the third is saying, or is it the price, John, that you're not happy with? And 99% of the time, they'll tell you it's the price. You see, most of you, when they sell it, say, oh, I'll think about it. You'll be like, okay, John, not a problem. So can I call you back? Or so you reschedule the appointment because you don't have to overcome it. Make sense? But now that you do, dude, you're going to lock it up. I lost on a deal that I could have made $50,000 off. And this is when I first started. I was pretty new. I've done a couple of deals, but I was still very new. I lost 50 G's on that deal, and me and the seller were $1,000 apart. But I didn't know how to close the seller. I didn't know how to say this one thing. And I lost 50K. That's opportunity cost. Some other investor, and some of you be like, well, Khang, how do you know you lose 50 G's? Because another investor in my market came in, tied the property up, sold it, and then bragged it to me. And said, hey, Khang, I just made 50K in this one. I said, God damn it, dude. I was there first. But anyways, I never hate the players. Just, dude, hate the games. If you want to get better at playing the game. Don't ever hate the players. Don't ever hate the player. Hate the game, dude. All right? Just got to get better at it. So you come in, and most of the time it's 99% because it's the price. And so you will lean in. You'll be like, so let's just say the seller said, it's the price. And then you lean in. You'll be like, John, I understand. I know that you want $100,000 for your property, and we're at like $80,000. And I know 80 G's is too low for you. So where do you think? This is important. This is how you close the gap, guys. Listen up. This is where you make your money. This is how you close them. So you would come in, you'll be like, so John, I understand that you're at 100,000. We're at 80. And I know that 80 is too low for you. It's not going to work. But 100 is just too high for us to make the number make sense. So let me ask you this, John. Where do we need to be in price for us to move forward to get this deal done today? That question right there have made me hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. If I would have knew how to close the seller with that one question, I would have made 50 G's instead of losing 50 G's to another investor. You see how I came in, I closed the gap? Because most of you, when they say they think about it, you'll be like, oh, you reschedule, then it's done. They're not going to answer your phone again. Once they hang up, they're going to pick up the phone, they're going to call another investor. And if another investor is more experienced, they know what to say, dude, they're going to lock that deal up, they're going to sold it, and you'll be out in the game. Make sense? And that's how you close the seller. If that was good, come on, guys. YouTube family, man, drop me some comment and let me know that was gold. Did you know how to do that when you came here on the live? Come on, baby. Show me some love, man. Okay. Comment with any objections that you have that you're like, Khang, when I get on the phone with the seller, they say this and I don't know how to overcome. Let me share with you another one. Okay. So let's just say when you get on the phone with the seller, and this is mainly for the new investor, and the seller might ask you something that you don't know. They might ask you something that you don't know. Majority of you got so scared that you'll be like, oh, man, I'm afraid that they think I'm an unexperienced, yada, yada, yada. Okay? That they afraid to actually do this with me. So you will pull something out of your booty, out of your butt, and just say them randomly. And then the seller will fax check you, and then came back and did and know that you're not legit and that you're going to quit on them like a little bitch, right? So you don't want to do that. So when they say, because we're new, and we don't want to tell them that we're new because you don't want to scare them, right? You want them to know that you know what you're doing. So typically when they ask me something when I first started that I don't know have the answer to, I'll be like, Bob, that's a great question. Unfortunately, I don't have the exact answer to it. Why don't I take that question down? I'll ask my team manager, because I don't want to give you false information, or I don't want to assume or give you a guess. I want to give you an accurate information, an accurate answer. Now you just gain their trust, and you probably just gave them more confident in you, to be honest. So sometimes don't act like you're an expert. It's okay not to know, okay? And then just tell them, hey, I don't want to give you false information or give you information that, might not be true. So let me check, and then I'll make sure I give you the correct answer. Because to them, that probably is what they want. And by you saying that, it probably gave them much more of a confidence and much more of a belief in you. Okay? So use that. Okay, we got time for one more. I'm going to give you one negotiating tips that have helped me make so much money. That just within this one question, will get the seller to drop 10, 20, 30, even $100,000 off the asking price. I have got a seller to drop over $100,000 because of this one question. Comment in chat, let me know if you want to hear it, man. YouTube family, man. My YouTube family, dude. You guys, Monday. Wake the F up, man. Dude, Monday, man. God just gave you another opportunity. If you're up, you're alive, you're healthy, dude, be extremely grateful. Put yourself in a good energy because you got another day. You got another chance. You got another opportunity. You already know, baby, to go get that money. So here is one negotiating tips that have gotten me to get a seller to come off over 6-figure just with this one question. And before I say it, I want you guys to understand this. Before you ask anybody to drop their price, you need to give them a reason why. I don't care if you go to a car dealership to negotiate. I don't care if you go to T-Mobile, Verizon. If you want people to drop price, don't just say, can you do any better? Can you go any lower? Is that the best you can do? That's amateur. A 5-year-old dude can do that, bro. Come on, man. Shit, bro. So take your game to the next level. Okay? That's why always be learning and always increase your skill set. Okay? Skills is what pays the bill. All right? Don't try to get lucky. I want to turn you into a money printing machine so that when you get on the phone, you're like a stone cold closer. That when you dial, that person on the other line, dude, will be scared to talk to you. Because you know why? Because you will sound so good and so, dude, you will sound so good. It's like you're playing music to the ear that they'll be like, hey, John, hey, Bob, take my house, baby. I'm ready to let it go, baby. Take it, baby. Go make some money from it. Okay, you want to be that good. So, let's just say let's just say the seller gave you a number. Let's say the seller said, hey, I want $200,000 for it. Here's this one negotiating question. You come back and you'll be like, well, I'll be like, so Bob, I know you want $200,000 for your property, but here's something that I don't know if I could, but what if? What if, Bob? And you got to play hard to get. Like you're actually working for them. You're working on their behalf. Like don't give away so easy. So I would come in and I would say, well, Bob, what if I'm able to do this for you? You see how I position myself? What if I can do this for you? Okay? I'll be like, hey, Bob, what if I can get my team manager or my finance department? I don't care how you want to say it. What if I can get my team manager to take care of all the closing costs, Bob? For example, all the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance, the escrow fee, and if there's any commission, Bob, we will be the one who's going to take care of it. There will be no cost to you. So if I can make that happen, what's the best you can do for us? Boom! And I want you to say us, because I want you to make it so personal that Bob will be like, damn, God damn it. Why does he have to make it so damn personal? It's hard for him to turn it down. That's right. So he's not just doing it for anybody, but he's doing for the team. All right? So that's what you want to say. That one question there, my friend, have made me so much money and have also cost me a lot because I didn't know how when I first started. But now you do. Okay? So, any other question, drop in the chat. Let's take a few questions and let's rock and roll, baby. Okay? Now, for those of you who be like, hey, Khang, once again, I got a lot of DMs about becoming a student. Want to join my academy? Just go to coachwithkhang.com. These are for the people who's like, Khang, I want to become a student. I want to work. I need that hands-on coaching or mentorship. Just go to coachwithkhang.com. It is going to cost you money. Okay? Now, once again, I want to circle back regarding the whole hobby that I'm in, just in case for those of you who wants to ride with me. Okay? The link will be in the description. This is for those of you who wants to talk about cryptos, who wants to get into trading meme coins, who likes to gamble, basically crypto and meme coin. Link is in the description. Join my Discord. And I want to share with you the coin that we're currently in right now. And hopefully that you will jump on and ride the wave with me. And hopefully at the end of the day that we can come out and make a boatload of money from it. Okay? What other questions? What other question you guys got? Let's go, man. Oh, Hanson said I need to talk to my Hassan said I need to talk to my spouse, my wife about it. Easy. I'm gonna do this last one, and then I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. Okay. So the objection is when you mention a price, and they'll be like, "Oh, I need to talk to my wife about it." Who here has getting a lot of that and not know what to come back with? And I'll be like, here's how I do it. I'll be like, Sam, you know, I've done this a long time. I've talked to a lot of people, and every single time when they said that they have to talk to their wife about it, 9 out of 10 times, Hassan, it's a no. So it must have been the price is probably too low. It's probably not going to work for you. You know it's not going to work for the wife. So you were just being nice and say that. So why don't we just cut this short and sweet, and let's just get straight to the point. Hassan, you probably already know what your wife wants for the property. What's she willing, like what's the lowest she was willing to go already? So you can tell me that. I can go ahead and double check with my team manager and see if I can get that approved, and let's get this moving forward. Let's not haggle back and forth, right? And that's how I do it. So now what I did there, Hassan, is I positioned myself and I put them in my position so I can get control. So now they tell me a price and I get to think about it. Boom. Hassan, tell me that's not good, bro. Tell me that's not good, bro. Dude, that was so good, bro. Right? Because now you tell them, hey, you tell me a price and let me see if I can get that approved and if I can make it work. Now now they are depending on you. They're waiting on you. You're in control. And Hassan, that's how you overcome it. Okay? I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here with me. Okay? Once again, if you get, for those of you who likes to talk about crypto, who likes to trade meme coins as a hobby, like me, okay, who wants to take a little risk, who got some baby money, but you be like, hey, Khang, let's go to the casino together. But I can tell you this, I look at this meme coin that I'm in, not like a casino. Some of you might, but not me. I look at this, dude, like this might, like I look at this like, dude, if Doge can do it, can get to 75 cents. What if we get to a penny? Because I'm in it for the long term, and that's why I lock up my supply until 2026. So really quickly before I end the live. So once again, for those of you who don't know about, you know, you heard about Trump's coin, and maybe you never got in, and you'd be like, hey, Khang, that sounds kind of fun. I like to play. Come into my Discord community. We can show you how to get into the whole meme coin, trading it for fun as a hobby. Once again, the link is in my descriptions, and that link probably will expire. I don't know when, okay? But come and join us. Dude, we have a great community there, and we'll show you. And you get to choose whatever you want to do. And you don't even have to buy it. You can just come in and hang out with us and just watch. Maybe you want to see me lose, okay? Hopefully not. But I lock up my supply in this one coin, and this is how much I have faith, or this is how much this is how much conviction and belief I have in it. When it was at 20,000 market cap, we ran it to 2.3 million just within like a few days. And I believe now it drops to 1 million, that I believe that we can run it to 10 mil and 100 mil eventually, right? Over time. Because nothing great, guys, built overnight. I want you guys to understand that. Like, I'm not in it for the short term. Like, everything that I believe in, that I built, I am not in it for the short term. I'm in it for the long term. So I lock up my supplies. Currently, my bag is worth over $200K. $200,000. I lock it up. I can't touch it until 2026. But let me tell you guys something, okay? If together, dude, you guys already know, man, this is the hobby that okay. If we ran this thing, just listen to me for a second. If we ran this thing from whatever you're getting in right now, from 1 million, what if we ran this thing to 100 million? And listen, 2026, I either open my bag with what I have in it, or I open my bag and we're sitting at $100 million market cap, I don't know, man. What? I'll have what, 5 mil or 10? I'd have $5 or $10 million in it. And that's why I'm in it for the long run. I don't care about the baby money. That's why it's not a rug pull. Because I'm the top holder. I lock up the supply. So you don't have to worry about the rug pull. You don't have to worry about the pump and dump. And that's why I now have the convictions to go and share this with my YouTube community. Because the last thing I ever want is for you guys to be in a rug pull. That I actually tell you to, hey, now listen, I'm not telling you to buy. I'm telling you to go there and gamble. Gamble on the community. It's legit. So I don't know if you guys know, but the SEC came out and said that trading meme coin is legit. It's legit. And I have lost over so much money in rug pull and pump and dump. That's why I didn't want to talk about until I find a coin that I for sure know that there's not going to be any rug, that I can be in control of it. That's why I lock the supply as the top holder. I lock it up to give all my holder the confidence, the belief, and the trust. There's no rug pull. There's no pump and dump. You can pump and dump on me because it's already locked up. So for me, it's like by January 1st, 2026, I either open the bag with whatever I have left, with whatever I got invested in there, or I open the bag with $5 to $10 million. Now, don't worry, okay? If we ever get to that point where we did take this thing from where it's now at 1 million to market cap to 100 million market cap, dude, that's what? Is that a 1,000x? Or is that 100x on your money? I can't even do the math. Or is that a 10x? No, that's 100x on your money, right? So let's just say if you join us and you bought in, let's just say $50 or $100. Everybody got $100. And then it ran from now, once again, this is going to be overnight. It's not going to be a day or two. I understand that. That's why I lock it up, because I'm in it for the long play. So what if you put, I'm just saying, so if someone put in $100 and it ran all the way to 100 million, what is that, guy? Can you help me? Is that a 10x, or is that 100x, or is that 1,000x on your money? So anyways, and once again, I want this to be a long-term play. So let's just say by January, and I open the bag, and man, we did it. Dude, I really hope so, man. We will go down in history as one of the most badass. Oh, your 100 will turn into 10 G's? Holy shit. So guys, which means I probably open, dude, that's mean I'll probably have 10 mil. Could be more. Could be, dude. So I lock up 150. Okay, maybe you guys can help me do the math. I lock up, and so there's 150 million of the token. So please tell me how much it is. I'm so excited. or everybody could dump, and I'll just be holding my bag, which I'm fine too. You guys want to, I'm fine. But so let's just say I have 150 million of the token, and it ran to 100 million market cap. How much would I have? 15 million. Okay, guys. Like I said, we either eat together or I don't eat at all. So, but listen, don't worry. If by January 1st comes around and we really hit that 100 million market cap and our community are still growing and we want to take it to 1 billion, I will lock up majority of that supply. Because like I said, dude, I'm in it to win it with you. We either eat together or I don't eat it at all. Paul, I don't know what you mean by RSR. What's RSR stand for? So if we ever get it to 100 million, and you guys say, Khang, dude, the community is building the momentum, and we're still here, dude, and you guys want to take it to 1 billion, I'll lock up majority of that supply. I do want to take out a little bit, right? But I will lock up the majority, and we're just going to keep riding this thing, baby. Okay? But I'm in it for the long haul. And let me share with you guys something else. Okay? Just a little peekaboo. And The people who took the gamble with me when it was at 20,000 market cap. And I know some of you be like, well, Khang, why didn't you tell me when it was at 20K market cap? And like I said, the reason I didn't tell my YouTube family, and I didn't really talk about it much, because I was afraid that some of you might come back and this turned out to be a bad call. And some of you will come back and be like, hey, you know, Khang, like, you got me into this mess. Like, I didn't want to get the blame. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to get blamed for. And I didn't want that to ruin my reputation, until I think, hey, let's make sure that it's steady, it's solid, the community is built, the foundation is built. Then I'll go talk about it. But obviously, then you can't get it in that low anymore. So now we started out when there's only 10 holders. Just within a few days, we're up to 1,000 holder now. That's how much people is currently holding the coin. Imagine we get to 10,000 holder. Imagine if we get to 20,000 holder. Dude, there are meme coins that ran from 0 to freaking almost $1. Why can't ours? I mean, you know, it took time. And like I said, I'm okay with it taking time, because I want us to build something great together. I mean, this hobby can turn out to be my freaking retirement. But once again, guys, Justin, this is a gamble. Hassan, this is a gamble. This is for those of you who wants to gamble with me. Like I said, the people who gamble with me, who took on the risk and said, Khang, I'm not going to blame you. I'm willing to take the gamble. It's all on me. It's going to be my fault if we lose, right? And if we win together. The people who took a gamble with me, because it was straight up gamble at 20K market cap, this thing was so vulnerable. Like anything could have break it. But the one thing that made us alive till today is one word: trust. Trust within the community and within the coin and what we stand for. So the coin is called Well, okay? And I'll even link the CA. Dude, I'll take another further. Maybe some of you be like, hey, Khang, I don't want to join your Discord, or I don't know about Discord. I'll leave you the CA, which is the coin address, in the description. So if you just want to go buy it, you can buy it on Moonshot. You can buy it on Phantom. You can buy it on, you know, whichever one that you buy on. I'll leave the CA in the description as well. If you just want to go buy it and be like, hey, I don't want to join the Discord, Khang. Like, I've already got too much thing. That's fine. The people who took the gamble at the 20K and bought in, they're $100, bro. They're $100. I don't know how much they made, but I know someone in the community, he's up $4,000. 4G, still holding, because he believed that we can go higher. And I will also address this question. Some of you be like, well, Khang, is this a good time to buy in or not? Here's what you need to ask yourself. Right now, we're sitting at, we just took a dip. This thing went to 2.3 and it took a dip. And I want all of you to understand this. Every single coin goes up and it takes a dip. The question is, do you have the trust within the coin and the community and what it represents? So the question you need to ask yourself before you buy in, this is very important, is that, do I believe this can go higher? If the answer is yes, then come in. If the answer is no, then don't buy. So, because if you don't believe it can go from 1 mil to 2 mil to 3 mil, then don't buy. Because if you don't have to believe and then you buy it, and then the coin, let's just say now it's sit at 1 mil and then it dips, let's just say 500K, 50%, you freak out. You be like, oh my God. And then you sell and then you lose. Because if you don't sell, you won't lose, right? But you panic sell because you lost the trust and the belief already. So you shouldn't buy the first time. Make sense? But if you believe and it dip, you don't care. Because when you believe and you be like, hey, as long as this is not a rug pull, dude, I don't care. Because you believe it can go higher. So you keep on holding, and hopefully that beliefs will pay off. Hopefully. Just know that, you know, the teams, the community, everyone is working hard to spread the word and getting more people to the community, and we grow together, and we will continue to grow. J Moon to the moon. J Moon is the one who's up 400,000 or 4 G's. And I'm telling you, once we have built that trust in our community and in the coin, this thing will continue to climb. So for example, my trainer, he actually bought in at a low market cap. He bought in, I think, was that like 700K or so, or a 1 mil market cap, whatever. And this thing, and at that, and then it took a dip, and he got scared because he lost the belief and he lost the trust. He got scared. And I don't blame him, because he'd gone through so many rug pull, right? And that's why meme coin, dude, that's why I don't want to talk about meme coin. And when I talk about it, people said that, Khang, I'm out there trying to scam again. Because when people say meme coin, they look at it like a scam. And I understand that. And that's why I want to change the narrative. I want our well coin to stand for, like, dude, there's actually a meme coin out there that don't rug pull, that it really stands for the people, and that everyone can actually eat together. So he puts in like 1,000, and it drops. He was down $100, and then he pulled. And then I text him, hey, we're at 2.3 million now. And he's like, oh shit, Khang, I should have just hold. Well, guess what? He bought in, because now he believes in it. So he bought in, and it dipped. He bought in, I think he bought in when it was at 1.7 million, and then it dipped. But he just texted me. I'll show you the text. I mean, I don't need to lie. Okay? He just texted me. He said, dude, hell yeah, I'm not scared. Like, he's not scared anymore. Like, he now is a believer. And once we have believer, that's when we have diamond hands holder. And that's when this thing is going to go to the moon. And that's why I believe that every single time that we dip, we will collect more diamond hands holder. Because every single time we dip, we come back stronger, and people start to believe. Just like Bitcoin, just like Ethereum, just like XRP, just like anything else. Right? Because once we have gained that trust and that believes in the people, all they're going to do is they're going to buy more. Because Jake, my trainer, just told me, he said, I'm going to buy more on the dip. Because he believes this thing will bounce back. And once the people believe that, dude, this thing, sky's the limit. Sky is truly the limit. Okay? And I will continue to provide that trust for the community. Like, not just me, but the community. Everybody's getting together, and everybody's doing everything they can for this coin, because once again, everybody knows this coin represents, and I want to make history with you together. This coin was a dead coin. This coin was a pump and dump that I got involved. Then I came in, I dumped a bunch of money into it, took it over, and making sure that it's not a rug pull. And then I push it out, and the community people believe, and we pump this thing from 20K market cap to 2 million, and then we're just going to keep on going. But I want to flip the script. For those of you who knows what I'm talking about, I know some of you got into meme coins and lost on rug pull because you heard it from an influencer. And what happened is that these developer send the coin to the influencer pump it out, and then you come in, and then they dump, and then you end up holding the bag. And you end up paying us regular guy, end up paying the premium price to hold the damn bag. But that's not what happened with coin or with well. With our coin, dude, the regular average people were able to get in at a low market cap. I want the influencer. I want the big whale to come in and hold our bag. I want them to pay the premium price. I want them to come in at a $5 million market cap, at a $10 million cap, which means this thing will have to run to 20, 30, 50, 100 million market cap for them to double their money. And by the time they double their money, we already 10x our money. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? And this is what our coin stands for. It's truly the people's coin. There's no insider trader. There's no family, friends that got in first. There's no influencer that got in and pumped it up. We got from 20K market cap to 2.3 million all-time high, complete all organic. It's all from regular people who believe and who trust the process and who got in. $10, $100, $10, $100, $50, who got in. Now, we recently just got some well that are coming in. Some big well that coming in, they're dropping 3,000, 5,000. So here's my little secret that I'm working on, that I'm cooking for all of you who's like, hey, Khang, dude, I might want to get into this. So do you guys know Sam? Some of you might know Sam. If you're into real estate, you follow me, you know. You know who Sam Prim is, right? Sam is my buddy of mine. He's also another real estate influencer that has over 3 million followers across his social media. This guy has a big influence and a big impact. I reached out to him and I said, Sam, let's team up. Let's team up on this coin. And dude, let's get this thing to 1 billion. I do believe that if Sam accepts my invitation, he already puts he probably already put $7,000 into the coin already. So we already love the community. He knows what we stand for, and he believes. Sam is also a diamond hand holder. Like, this guy holds his Bitcoin, his Ethereum. He said, Khang, I don't even look at it. Because once again, we don't make our money from the meme coin, the crypto. That's why I'm okay with locking up. That's why all these guys that pump and dump, because that's how they make their money. But they are stupid because they're playing the short-term game. And also, too, is how can you live with yourself? How can you sleep with yourself when you rug pull and take the money from the hard-working people? Like, how can you go rug pull someone who trusted you, who took their money, that they'll be like, hey, dude, like, how can you live with yourself? So I told Sam exactly what happened with the coin. He believes in it. And he's like, Khang, let's rock and roll. But I'm just waiting for him. If he say yes, dude, we're going to pump this thing. Bro, you already know it, bro. Okay? So now he's coming in. Sam, you know, Sam is paying premium. Sam even did text me. Sam's like, Khang, why didn't you tell me this? Next time, Khang, when you get into a coin, you need to tell me ahead. I said, Sam, this is the only coin that I'm in. There will be no other coin, Sam. And I said, Sam, it's because it was too vulnerable. And I didn't want to get blame on. And I didn't want to be the guy you turn around that I'm leeching off of a friend and making him hold in the bag. So Sam bought in, I think he spent about 7 G's. And he bought in right when we were, dude, like 1.7 million. So he's holding his bag, but he didn't care. He's like, Khang, we either go or he's like, Khang, I either go or this go to zero. Like, I don't really care. And I want to take you guys to the next step. Sometimes we don't need a bunch of buyers. We need a diamond hands holder, and we need big whale right now. Big whale. People who are going to drop 5, 10, 20 G's. That's all it takes. It only takes a handful of those people to actually take this from where it's at to 10 million, to 20 million, to 100 million. And if Sam and I team up, dude, he got heavy hitters. Like, he got friends that have money, and so do I. And I still have friends that I still need to reach out to and get them onto the ride with us. Anyways, guys, that's all the time that I have. Once again, YouTube family, this is not financial advice. This is just a little hobby that I like to do on the side. And I'm a gambler. I love to gamble. If we can 1,000x that $100 you put in, but you're like, Khang, dude, this $100 would have been dinner. Like, I would have go and spend this $100 on dinner, but why not? Let's take this $100 and let's ride this thing to $10,000. That's what I want. Let's rock and roll, baby. Okay? I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. Once again, I'll leave the link in my descriptions if you want to join our Discord community, or if you just want to buy the coin. It's up to you. If you're new, you don't know how to buy it, the best thing is join our Discord, and the community. The community will show you how. And once again, only play with money you can afford to lose. And if you lose, don't come at me, because I already tell you that this is a straight up gamble, and that you're either in it with me or not. And I'm in it for the long term, not for the short term play. Okay? Anyways, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you that's here. Thank you so much for tuning in. And hopefully I'll see you in Discord. And hopefully you become one of the diamond hands, hell, or well holder. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, take care. And let's go get this money. But man, if we see, oh my God, if we see a $5 million market cap today, dude, I would freak out. If we see dude, I would freaking freak out. I would flip. I would flip.